So do you see the Nets health and their what they have going on? Do you see that their health history so far? Do you see it hindering their chance to win a championship, or how do you view it?
I definitely see their chances of winning a championship, being hindered. Might not even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, because you tied 2-2 now with Milwaukee. Milwaukee sees blood now. They're gonna come for it. Granted, Milwaukee's a type of dominant team though that like you could still possibly win because they can make a lot of mistakes. But if you're gonna have no Kyrie, no Harden game 5. That's gonna be tough to win that. And then game 6, you're gonna go back, and who knows if you'll even have either of those guys back for game 6. That it doesn't look good for them.
So you think Kevin Durant can't carry the Nets? He can't carry them to a finals
with just him and the rest of the team and the rest of like the role players? No, because someone like Joe Harris really feeds off of someone like Harden, who can really get him the ball, get him in his spots. So already when you don't have Harden, and then now you don't have another dynamic scorer who can create the spacing, it's going to be easy to guard them, because they could basically do what they did with, in 2018 when the Rockets almost beat the Warriors. They isolated PJ on this side to guard KD and just shut off everybody else. They're like, okay, we'll let KD score 50. He's not going to win the game. We'll let him score 50. You got to get everybody else involved. So it would be easy to do that, with just Nets with KD and Joe Harris. Very easy.
Yeah, it's gonna speak volumes to the coaching of Steve Nash, like just to make something happen. To knowing that, all right, I got 2 of my stars out. I still got one of my bona fide stars, in the game.
Mm-hmm.
How can I make this team better? How can I, set things, set the table for not only KD to succeed, but the rest of the team, and for them to win.
Right. Yeah, and it's just like you're gonna put a lot of weight on KD. I hope his past injury doesn't play into a factor, getting run through the ground now that he's gonna have to do a lot more. But it's gonna be difficult for them to get a W without Kyrie and Harden. And it's not only just because of what those two guys have, but when you're playing and you're always playing with a certain group of guys or whatever, and then you have guys that aren't there now, like you have to make a new adjustment, new approach to the game. You don't have Harden to pass you the ball and get you in certain spots. You don't have a guy like Kyrie's next to you who's creating, that's gonna take away attention. Now almost all the attention is gonna be on you. So
yeah, and it seems like the Nets take time to sometimes make those adjustments, because it's like now with those guys, out, is a lot more player movement, ball movement that need to happen. So,
yeah.
A lot of times when you have James Harden or Kyrie, kind of ball watch a little bit,
Yeah.